Little J-Flight Swift 184BH came on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Very familiar with this camper since we were the original selling dealer of it to its one and only previous owner. You're wondering probably, why would they trade in something so late model? You know, did they go up in size? No, actually, they didn't. They stayed the same size and they only swapped their floor plan. They switched out this 184 Jayco single axle camper for a 165 RB single axle camper, which is a 16-foot box with a single rear hybrid bed. So basically what they were going for is they wanted to have a full-time fixed bed because they ended up not needing the bunks as originally planned. What that means for you is you're looking at a trailer that served someone so well, they had so much confidence in, they literally swapped out for basically an equivalent product. That means that you're getting a basically new camper at a used price tag that doesn't have to go through that initial depreciation swing. You don't have to get all worked up and worried about that. You may have noticed a front window on here. You're going to see a lot of stuff on these little single axle Jaycos that aren't common on other campers. This one is extremely easily towable, coming in at 2,744 pounds dry weight as this one is built. And it's the devil's in the details on these little single axle trailers because there's some really scary cutthroat stuff out here. First of all, first thing I want to look at on any used camper is, you know, how was it used? And you can look anywhere in this thing. I can't find any sign of defects anywhere. I can't see where the fabrics are worn out, frayed, scuffed. I can't see a cabinet that's been dug or anything like that. They used it, they loved it, they took care of it, they just wanted to go with a different arrangement. Cool things here. This is a front dinette you can fold down into a 7.5 foot wide bed. Now what's kind of cool about this too is these cushions can be folded down right here and pulled out of the way to create basically one extra long giant bed if need be, if you don't need to use this front sofa. And that's what's kind of cool, is you have two bunks in the back, you have the front dinette here, but you can also sleep a pretty good sized person here as well because of the depth of that, and you don't really see that until you peel the cushions off. In these Jaycos, you'll notice everything but the front window opens for ventilation, and you get bigger windows in here. That's a big thing. You also get more cabinetry, and I love finding original owner's manuals. That tells me these were generally folks that took care of their stuff and kept things in place. They didn't let things get lost. Other differences in this class compared to other things that you'll find, these cabinets are all pocket screwed. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up very well, but if it does, you'll be able to, yeah, you can see where there's a screw holding this piece of the cabinet into this piece of the cabinet. Not staples, not glue. Everything in this is screwed together. This has a larger air conditioner than most in this class, if they even have one. That's something that a lot of them actually do not even have. Now, another thing people don't realize is that most of these little campers, to make you feel like it's bigger, they won't put any cabinetry up here. But all of this cabinet space is some of the most valuable space in this trailer. You know, space is worth its weight in gold in campers, and you need that. But to maintain the open feeling, they do put a big front window on here, and you certainly do not feel boxed in, even in this little camper. Spinning around here, you know, you can't get too big and fancy on a kitchen in here, but they did a pretty decent job. You've got good overhead storage here. You've got this big double swing open storage below the sink, and because this doesn't have a full-size oven, you've actually got good storage in there. A couple good old Walmart bags left over. Those are the perfect trash can. But again, you've got great space in here. Your refrigerator is obviously still gas and electric. Now this cabinet over here is like, before I even get that far, microwave. Most of these little campers don't have one. And look at the ones that do. This little bracket that holds the microwave in place, a lot of these little campers actually do not have one. They just simply set the microwave on a shelf and then bounce it down the road. Guys, if you've never owned a camper, this is a rolling earthquake. I mean, it's violent in here. This big space in here is pretty slick. Let me stand aside to get you some light. You notice that there's a hanging bar up here, but you're like, well, there's shelves in the way. Not if you don't want them to be there. This is all adjustable shelving so that you can configure this space however you need to, and there's even space all the way down to the floor here. We have a pair of single bunks. Lower one has a window for more ventilation, so you can use these for sleeping, for storage, and actually the 184 here has been our most popular member of these little compact series. Here's another difference in the Jaycos compared to a lot of them. You have a separate shower and stool instead of a wet bath, which is where the toilet is in the shower pan. and that's not super, excitable or popular for most people. Notice too, we have a skylight and a vent in the bathroom. Most these little 7.5 wide campers do not have that kind of stuff. So again, you're getting something that's better built, better designed, and better priced than a brand new one. And there's nothing wrong with it. You just don't have to worry about that depreciation swing. You get the good part. This is like a 5,000 mile used car. This is last year's model with only a few thousand miles that somebody turned in. Awesome. Good for you guys. And they're happy with what they have. Everybody wins. Give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.